Creating eBay and PayPal stealth accounts. How to do it. In this section, I list out for you all of the resources and information that you need for creating stealth accounts for eBay and PayPal. I then go on to explain the meaning and underlying reasons for each point, and give you guidance on how and how not to go about setting up your accounts. Detailed answers to frequently asked questions can be found in the resource guide PDF offered after the video. 11 resources you need. You need the following to set up and use your eBay and PayPal stealth accounts. New IP number. Must be static and must not be shared. New Windows user account. Must not have been used for eBay or PayPal. New web browser. Must be stealth checked. New email address. Must be stealth checked. New home address. Must be within 50 miles of IP number location. New home telephone number. Must be within the area code of the address. New name. Must not be similar to your own name. New date of birth. Must indicate a person who is of legal age. New mobile telephone number. Must be accessible for text and voice. New bank account. Must be accessible to you. Virtual credit card. Must be registered in the new name and address. New IP number. A new IP number to connect to the internet is the first resource you should acquire, because everything else depends on it and its registered location. The IP address needs to be in the country where your accounts will be registered, and later you will need to use a home address and phone numbers that are within 50 miles of the IP address's location, so choose an IP carefully. The IP address must be static, unchanging, and dedicated, not shared by other internet users. Always use a separate IP number with each stealth account pair you create. Frequently asked questions. Find answers in the supplemental resource guide available after the video. New Windows user account. eBay and PayPal could and may have installed software on your computer that can identify you as a previous user. If you prefer, you can use an entirely different computer than you have ever used with eBay or PayPal before, but it is more practical and cost-effective to instead create a fresh Windows user account on the same computer, especially if you intend to create multiple new stealth accounts. Make sure that each new Windows user account does not have shared access to files in any other Windows user account. Use a separate Windows user account, or otherwise a separate computer, to make and operate each stealth account pair. Frequently asked questions. Find answers in the supplemental resource guide available after the video. New web browser. Your web browser, if not properly configured, can reveal enough information to eBay and PayPal to let them recognize you as a previous user. Your web browser can reveal your true IP number as well as fingerprint itself by giving information about its own configuration. Clearing browser cookies is not a solution to the problem and, in fact, looks suspicious to eBay and PayPal, as it gives the impression that you are trying to hide your identity. A new web browser must be freshly installed and then stealth checked, that is, reconfigured and confirmed that it does not reveal your IP address or other information that could cause your new accounts to be linked to your old accounts. With each stealth account pair, you need to use a completely different web browser than you have ever used before with eBay or PayPal. Some brands of web browsers are more suitable than others, and some are not secure enough to use for stealth account purposes. Frequently asked questions. Find answers in the supplemental resource guide available after the video. New email address. Your real name should not be registered to the new email account that you will use for your stealth account pair, as it could be inserted automatically in the from line of any email that you might ever send to eBay or PayPal. Even opening emails from eBay or PayPal can pose a security risk to your stealth accounts. There are covert tactics that eBay and PayPal can and may use to get enough information to link you as a previous user when you open email messages that they send to you. Frequently asked questions. Find answers in the supplemental resource guide available after the video. New home address. The home address that you provide eBay and PayPal should be a genuine residential address within a 50-mile radius of the city where your IP server is located. It must also be the same address you use when you register your virtual credit card. It will be checked through the AVS Address Verification Service system and must be valid. It is ideal to give the address of someone you know and trust who will receive mail on your behalf. This way, you will still be able to receive returned parcels from customers. However, for most stealth users, this will not be practical, as the address you give must be in the vicinity of your IP number's location, and it is rare to have a choice of a static IP's exact location. It is best to choose an address that has stable residency, for example, a family home with long-time occupants, rather than an apartment where the tenants change from time to time. The address verification that is done when you submit your virtual credit card to PayPal only confirms a matching street number and zip code. However, your address could be checked again manually by eBay or PayPal employees at any time they like, at which point they may also look at the name of the resident. So, take note of the surname, family name, last name of the current resident at the address. Frequently asked questions. Find answers in the supplemental resource guide available after the video. New home telephone number. You can provide either a residential number or a mobile phone number. At a minimum, the number should be in the same area code as the home address you provide. If you have a valid phone number ready to receive a phone verification call or text message, do enter that. Otherwise, but only to meet the phone registration requirement, you can enter any local number. For the sake of realism, just change the last 4 numbers of the real phone number that is associated with that home address. An added second residential phone line often has a numeric sequence that is similar to the primary phone number. New name. The name you choose, most importantly, should not resemble your real name. Despite what you may have been told, simply changing the spelling of your name a little bit or exchanging your first, middle, or last names is not wise. eBay and PayPal employees will see what you are doing if they feel there is any reason to examine your account closely. Use a natural-sounding name, not one that sounds fake or suspicious for any reason. New date of birth. You must give a date of birth that reflects that the named person is of legal age to conduct business on eBay and PayPal. Do not use the date of a holiday, such as Christmas or Halloween, or any other date that might seem peculiar for a birth date. You must avoid giving eBay or PayPal employees any excuse to look closely at your account. New mobile telephone number. This is the number that you will probably choose to use for phone verification, at which you will receive an automated call or text message with a code. So this must be a valid phone number that is accessible to you. The number should be in the same area code as the home address you provide. It is not advisable to try using VoIP, call forwarding, or text messaging services for phone verification. eBay and PayPal are ever more vigilant. This method defeats the purpose of their security measures, and they are probably making efforts to stop those who use it. Moreover, you might need to call or answer a call from eBay or PayPal at some point, like it or not, at which time they would expect you to be using your registered or verified number. So, get a real cell phone in the area code of the given home address. Frequently asked questions. Find answers in the supplemental resource guide available after the video. New bank account. The bank account you provide for PayPal withdrawals should be your own, or belong to a trusted person, and must never have been used with another PayPal account. The bank account must be capable of receiving the 2 micro deposits that PayPal sends via ACH transfer for bank verification. You will provide only a bank account number and routing number, not a name, when you add it. This bank account must never be used as a funding source to add money to your PayPal balance or make purchases through PayPal. If you do so, PayPal will see that the real name on the bank account does not match that of your PayPal account, and your account will be investigated. On the other hand, PayPal cannot see the name on the bank account when you add the bank account to your PayPal profile, when they do the bank verification, or when you withdraw money. The unavoidable fact is that the real name on your given bank account will not match the fictitious name given for your PayPal account. Some banks will verify that the name of their account holder matches the name of the payee specified in an ACH transfer, and reject the transfer if it does not. However, generally speaking, if the 2 ACH micro deposits from PayPal to the bank account are successfully received, then it shows that the bank will accept your deposits if the names do not match. If so, you can make withdrawals to that bank. Frequently asked questions. Find answers in the supplemental resource guide available after the video. Virtual credit card. This is a type of prepaid gift card that functions with the Visa or MasterCard network and can be used to make transactions just like a physical credit or debit card. A virtual credit card is needed in order to add a card to your PayPal account to 1. Verify your address, and 2. To remove the $500 per month withdrawal limit from your account. The reason for using a virtual credit card is that PayPal can always see the name and address on a payment card you attach to your account. But a virtual credit card can be registered to any name and address after you receive it. A virtual credit card is purchased with a certain preloaded balance that cannot be reloaded. What you receive at purchase are simply the card details, including the card number, expiration date, and CVV code. The card can be registered on the Visa or MasterCard network via a form accessed from the website of the vendor from whom it was purchased. It is not really intended as a funding source for your PayPal account, as the balance on the card cannot be reloaded, and the preloaded balance may only be enough to cover the PayPal verification debit, that is less than $5, unless you buy a card with a higher preloaded balance. Frequently asked questions. Find answers in the supplemental resource guide available after the video.